Have you ever looked at your paycheck and wondered, where does all my money even go? Like, you get paid on Friday, and somehow by the next Friday, poof, gone. Rent, bills, groceries, a few coffees, maybe a night out, and suddenly you're back to waiting for the next paycheck. Well, there's a simple little framework that might change the way you look at your money forever. It's called the 50-30-20 rule, and it's been quietly helping millions of people build control, freedom, and balance in their financial lives. The truth is, most of us were never taught how to manage money. We're told to save more or spend less, but not how to actually do it. And that's where this rule comes in. The 50-30-20 rule isn't some complex spreadsheet thing or a fancy financial system. It's actually one of the simplest budgeting methods out there. And that's why it works so well. It helps you understand where your money is going, how to live within your means, and how to build towards the things that matter most. Whether that's financial security, travel, freedom, or just less stress every month. But before we dive in, if you enjoy content that helps you make sense of money and build a life that feels more in control, go ahead and like this video to support the channel and subscribe for more simple, honest financial content every week. Alright, let's break this down in 8 small parts. Part 1. What the 50-30-20 rule actually means. So, let's start with the basics. The 50-30-20 rule is a simple budgeting framework that divides your after-tax income into 3 buckets. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. That's it. 3 numbers. But behind those numbers is a mindset shift. It's not about restricting yourself, it's about creating balance. Think of it like this. If your income was a pie, this rule helps you slice it in a way that keeps you fed today while still saving a piece for tomorrow. Let's unpack each part. Part 2. The 50% needs. This is the foundation, the non-negotiables. Your needs are the things you must pay to live, not the things that are nice to have. So we're talking rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance, and minimum debt payments. Here's a simple way to think about it. If you lost your job tomorrow, these are the things you have to cover to keep your life stable. Now, here's where people often get tripped up. Some expenses feel like needs, but they're actually wants disguised as needs, like eating out. You need food, but not restaurant food every night. Or having the latest iPhone? You need a phone, sure, but you don't need the newest one every year. That small distinction can free up hundreds of dollars a month. If you find that your needs are taking up more than 50% of your income, don't panic. Most people living in expensive cities are in the same boat. The goal isn't to hit the numbers perfectly right away. It's to start becoming aware of where your money is going. You might decide to make small adjustments. Maybe negotiate a bill, cook at home twice a week, or reconsider a subscription. Over time, these micro decisions start to shift that balance closer to 50%, and awareness is the first step to control. Part 3. The 30% part. This is the 30% you will use for your wants. Wants are the things that make life enjoyable. Streaming subscriptions, dining out, vacations, hobbies, entertainment, that morning coffee, these go here. And before anyone says, you should cut all of these, hold on. That's not what this rule is about. It's not about guilt. It's about intentionality. Spending on wants is totally fine, as long as it's balanced. Think about it this way. If your wants are consistently above 30%, it might mean that your lifestyle has crept up a bit faster than your income. And that's okay. It happens. The point is to notice it and ask, is this spending making me happier, or is it just habit? Sometimes, cutting back on wants isn't about depriving yourself, it's about spending better. Maybe it's not 5 random takeout orders a week, but one really good dinner out that you actually look forward to. It's about quality over quantity. And ironically, most people who apply this mindset end up enjoying their money more, not less. Part 4. The 20% savings and debt repayment. Now this is the magic part, the 20%. This is the money that builds your future. Savings, investments, emergency funds, retirement contributions, and paying down extra debt all fall into this category. It's the part most people overlook because it doesn't give you instant gratification. You don't feel savings the same way you feel a new gadget or a night out. But here's the quiet power of the 20%. It creates options. Savings give you freedom to leave a job you hate. handle emergencies, or take opportunities without panic. And paying down debt gives you peace of mind. It's like buying back your own future income. Even if you can't start at 20%, start somewhere. Even 5% or 10% builds momentum. Because what matters most isn't the amount, it's building the habit of paying yourself first. Part 5. Adjusting the rule for your life. Now here's something important. The 50-30-20 rule is a guide, not a law. Everyone's life is different. A single person in a low-cost city will have a totally different budget than a family in an expensive one. So don't treat the numbers as rigid, treat them as a starting point. Maybe your ratio looks more like 60-20-20 or 70-15-15 for now. That's okay, the goal is progress, not perfection. You can even flip things around as your goals change. If you're saving for a house, maybe you do 50-20-30 temporarily. If you just paid off debt, maybe you increase your wants a bit to enjoy life more. The flexibility is what makes this system sustainable. Part 6. Real examples. Let's look at 2 quick examples. Example number 1. Someone earning $4,000 a month after taxes. 50% for needs equals $2,000. 30% for wants equals $1,200. 20% for savings or debt equals $800. It's simple. You can see right away where you stand. Example number 2. Let's say your needs take up 65% of your income. That's okay, you just note it. And maybe aim to bring it down over time. You might refinance a car, find a roommate, get a better paying job, or switch to a lower cost phone plan. It's not about judging yourself, it's about seeing the picture clearly. Part 7. Common mistakes. Some people misclassify wants as needs. That's the biggest one. Others forget to pay themselves first, and whatever's left over becomes their savings. But the key is to reverse that thinking. When you get paid, treat savings as a bill to yourself. That 20%, move it out immediately so you're not tempted to spend it. Also, be realistic. If you mess up one month, don't quit the system. Budgeting isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Part 8. The mindset shift. At the heart of this rule is a mindset. It's not about cutting things out, it's about choosing consciously. Every dollar you spend is a small vote for the life you're building. And when you start thinking that way, budgeting stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like empowerment. Because when your money has direction, your life does too. All right, let's bring it all together. The 50-30-20 rule is simple. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, 20% for savings and debt repayment. It's not about perfect math, it's about awareness, balance, and control. It helps you live comfortably today while still building for tomorrow. And once you start applying it, even loosely, you'll notice your stress go down and your confidence go up. So now I'm curious, how do you currently divide your income? Do you think the 50-30-20 rule would actually work for you, or would you tweak it? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you manage your own budget. And hey, if you found this helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more simple financial breakdowns like this, and share this video with someone who's trying to get their money a little more under control. Because sometimes all it takes to change your financial future is understanding where your money's really going. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.